Embrace uncertainty with open arms, for it is the only constant in life. Marcus Aurelius. In the maze of life, uncertainty is the only certainty. The shadows of doubt and the unknown often cast a pall over our journey, threatening to derail us with fear and indecision. Yet it is within these shadows that we find the fertile ground for true courage. To face uncertainty with courage is not merely to endure, but to embrace and transcend. Let us embark on this path, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy that has fortified the souls of countless individuals throughout history. Before we dive in, please like this video to help spread the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. If you haven't already, consider subscribing and hitting the bell icon so you never miss an update. Number 1. Embrace the present moment. The Stoics teach us the profound importance of living in the present moment. Epictetus, a former slave who became one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, famously said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." The future is a vast ocean of potential outcomes, but the present is the shore upon which we stand. It is the only place where we can act, change, and truly live. When we anchor ourselves in the present, we diminish the power of uncertainty. We strip it of its ability to paralyze us with fear of what might come. Instead, we focus on what we can control here and now. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, wrote in his Meditations, "Confine yourself to the present. By doing so, we cultivate a sense of agency and purpose. We are no longer drifting aimlessly in the sea of uncertainty, but navigating with a clear and steady hand." Living in the present also involves accepting the impermanence of all things. Heraclitus, although not a Stoic himself, profoundly influenced Stoic thought with his assertion that the only constant in life is change. The Stoics embraced this idea, understanding that everything in life is transient. By accepting this, we release our attachment to outcomes and embrace the flow of life. This acceptance is not passive resignation, but an active engagement with reality, a recognition that while we cannot control the external world, we can control our responses. Number 2. Cultivate inner strength. In the face of uncertainty, inner fortitude becomes our most reliable shield. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher and statesman, advised, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. It is through the trials and tribulations of life that we forge the strength to face the unknown with courage." This fortitude is rooted in the Stoic practice of self-discipline. The Stoics believed that true freedom comes from mastery over one's own mind and emotions. By cultivating virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we build a resilient inner core. This inner strength allows us to remain steadfast in the face of external chaos. As Seneca remarked, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." By focusing on what truly matters and exercising self-control, we free ourselves from the tyranny of our desires and fears. One of the most powerful tools for cultivating inner fortitude is the practice of negative visualization. The Stoics would regularly contemplate the worst possible outcomes to prepare themselves mentally and emotionally. This is not an exercise in pessimism, but a way to strengthen our resilience. By facing our fears in our minds, we diminish their power over us. As Epictetus advised, "He who fears death will never do anything worthy of a living man." When we embrace the possibility of loss, we learn to cherish the present and act with greater courage. Number 3. Daily reflection and journaling. One powerful Stoic practice is daily reflection and journaling. At the end of each day, take time to reflect on the events that transpired and your reactions to them. Marcus Aurelius kept a personal journal, which became his renowned work, Meditations. In it, he wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." By writing down our thoughts, we gain clarity and insight into our behaviors and emotions. We can identify areas where we succumbed to fear or anger and where we demonstrated courage and self-control. This practice helps us to internalize Stoic principles and reinforces our commitment to personal growth. It is a moment of quiet introspection that strengthens our resolve to face the uncertainties of life with equanimity. Number 4. Practicing voluntary discomfort. Another Stoic exercise is the practice of voluntary discomfort. Seneca advised, "Set aside a certain number of days, during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, 'Is this the condition that I feared?'" By deliberately placing ourselves in uncomfortable situations, we desensitize ourselves to fear and cultivate resilience. This practice can take many forms, such as fasting, enduring physical exertion, or embracing minimalism. By willingly exposing ourselves to discomfort, we learn to detach from our dependence on external comforts and develop a deeper appreciation for what we have. This detachment fosters a sense of inner strength and prepares us to face real hardships with courage and composure. Number 5. Mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness and meditation are powerful tools for cultivating presence and inner calm. The Stoics practiced a form of meditation that involved contemplating the impermanence of life and the interconnectedness of all things. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the transient nature of human life, writing, "Soon you will have forgotten the world, and soon the world will have forgotten you." By meditating on our place in the universe and the fleeting nature of existence, we gain perspective on our worries and fears. We realize that our anxieties are but a small part of a vast and intricate tapestry. This realization helps us to detach from our immediate concerns and cultivate a sense of peace and acceptance. Through regular mindfulness practice, we train our minds to remain calm and centered, even in the face of uncertainty. As we conclude this exploration of facing uncertainty with courage, let us carry forward the timeless wisdom of the Stoics. Let us embrace the present moment, cultivate inner fortitude, and align ourselves with the natural order. Through daily reflection, voluntary discomfort, mindfulness, and the support of our community, we build the strength to navigate the unknown with grace and resilience. Remember the words of Epictetus, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." In every moment of uncertainty, we have the power to choose our response. Let us choose courage over fear, wisdom over ignorance, and virtue over vice. Together, we stand at the threshold of the unknown, not as victims of fate, but as masters of our own destiny. Let us face the future with unwavering courage, drawing strength from the wisdom of the Stoics and the collective spirit of our community. In doing so, we transform uncertainty from a source of fear into an opportunity for growth and transcendence.